Hey guys, Karaoke here. Today I want to talk to you about one of the three roles inside of PvP, and that is the bunker. The idea of a bunker is that it's a tanky player who can sit on points, who can hold that point while enemies are attacking, and there are both good and bad ways to play a bunker. In general, bunkers want to get on the point, stay within the point, and fight the enemy. That does occasionally mean having to pull out and heal up. Maybe you have to get out of the fight for a little bit, but in general the goal is stay on that point so that your glacier members can hop off that without allowing the enemy to cap it. So good bunkers are going to jump onto a point where there's a fight and stay there. I've seen some really bad bunkers as well. As an example of bad bunking, if I were on red team and I were sitting here on this home point, I might run at the start of the match and cap this thing. But what I don't want to do is cap this point and then just sit here. This is something I see all the time. People seem to think, hey, if I go here and I put, myself as a bunker here, that's fine. The problem is if you sit on that point, you're going to have in the rest of the map, you're going to have 4 of your players with 5 of the enemy, and they're just going to own the rest of those 2 points. So if you limit yourself to playing just a 1-point bunker strategy, you will lose that match. So the trick for a bunker is to not just sit on a point where there's a fight, but if there isn't a fight, to learn to rotate into those other fights wherever they may be happening. Now there's a couple tricks for that. The first thing is to be very mindful of your map, to be mindful of where fights are happening, and as you're rotating to keep an eye on that point. What I don't want to do is just leave this point and forget about it while I go into the mid-fight. One thing that can help for that, a little trick for you, if you go into the settings, there's an option here that's called free camera, and if you enable that, if I just start auto running here, I can use my left mouse button to click and turn, and I can start to watch this point even as I'm running away from it. And I can make sure that there's nobody from the blue team who's crossing over to get that, and then start jumping into this fight at mid. Again, keeping in mind that anybody that we kill might start running there. So if we're fighting here, we start to stomp a couple people, and my team has 3 or 4 players, and they're down to 1 or 2, I might break out of that fight even before everybody's dead, just to come peek here and make sure there's nobody running back to our home point. And if there is, then I go and I hop on that point, I fight with them, and as a bunker, I'm just trying to extend that fight as long as I can until my team can come and help me kill them. So that's a basic idea of playing a bunker and the rotation strategies that you want to use. In the next videos, we'll talk about roamers and DPS players.